What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from No Shelf Space, and thanks to our friends at Rock Manor Games, we are checking out Seas of Havoc Sea Monster Edition. Now, this was released on Kickstarter. There's another edition that's a little bit fancier than this one with metal coins and such, but we got this one in the mail from them, and we're really looking forward to checking it out. We've got a little bit of paperwork here. Not quite sure what this is all about. And then here, of course, is the rule book. Now, Sea of Havoc is kind of a triple kind of game. You're going to be maneuvering a ship around a central board, and not a territorial conquest kind of game, but you are trying to hit your opponents. You're also building a deck of cards, which you will use when you're moving your ship around for, attacking enemies and doing a variety of other things. And then there's also a worker placement function in the game, which is fairly light, but still gives you that worker placement feel. Here's all the stuff included in the game. We've got a bunch of starter ships and decks. We've got character cards. We've got skiffs, cannonballs, coins, ships, boards, so much stuff. Rulebook is 23 pages long. I know you guys always like to see that. But these last 2 pages are the co-op and solo rules. Then there's also card anatomy, which is always nice for those cards that maybe you're not going to quite understand. But other than that, everything's nice and big, printed really large. It looks like it's everything. Each page has kind of like its own title in most situations here. Yeah, we have player setup, sea grid setup, island setup. So mostly each kind of thing is getting its own page. Core concepts, island phase, island actions, the market. So finding something in this book is going to be very easy, and a table of contents, which I always really like. All right, we've got some punch boards, so we can just move this out of the way now. We don't need to keep this in the shot. Okay, sorry about that. We've got punch boards. Now, these are the dials. They have to be put together. This is going to attract. It's going to track the sales you've earned. It also looks like we have coins right here. And then 2 kinds of tiles. These are island tiles and shipwreck tiles where you can earn some coins. You don't want to hit the islands. You do want to hit the shipwrecks. And on the bottom side of all the shipwrecks, you can see different things you gain when you run over those shipwrecks. Sorry, there was a ding on my phone. When you run over those shipwrecks. So, for example, right here, you're going to get 3 sails if you hit that one. 2 coins and a cannonball, 2 cannonballs, a cannonball, and a resource of your choice. Very, very cool, but we'll get that out. Here is the game board, and we need to give ourselves a little bit of room here. It's not a massive game board, but it's nicely detailed. It's a nicely detailed game board, and it's upside down, so let's flip this around. Here we go. There is the game board. Now, this is the central area on the board where you're going to be maneuvering your ship around. It'll also have those island tokens and shipwreck tokens. And then on the outside of the board here, you have the different places where you're going to do your worker placement. You'll be placing one of your little skiff ships in these ports. Obviously, there's a 3+ and 4+ option on some of them for when you're playing with more players. You go to the blacksmith, you get 2 cannonballs. You go to the sailmaker, you get 3 sails. You go to the shipyard, you get 2 sails and 1 cannonball. And then we'll move to the other side of the board here. Trading post, workshop, bank, capital, very cool. The tracker for your points is along the outside here. And right at the top, oops, sorry, I hit that. Right at the top, you're going to see these flags. They will give you bonuses when you are maneuvering your ships. But there we go. That is that. Baggies, because who doesn't need more even more, but look at all the bags. Like, you're no shortage of bags in this game. Okay, we've got wooden game pieces. Let's check these out. These are the skiffs, and there looks like there should be 5 colors, right? Yeah, there we go. So there you go. Those are the skiffs right there. Those are the ships. The little ships you're going to be placing at various spots on the board in order to take actions, your worker placement. This is for the Sea Monster expansion. It's got 3 different sea monsters. It's got this Kraken. It's got just, your generic Loch Ness Monster and a couple of sharks right there. We won't open those up. Here are the player ships. I will open these and just get one out here for you. Here's the player ships, and I think they're all different style ships. which is actually really, really cool. And there is an additional ship, and I don't know why. Maybe for the solo variant or for something else, but there you go. There's ships. We have more tokens. These are for keeping track of your score. These are, the first player marker is right there, and then these are those sail tokens that go across the top of the board. This game has lots and lots of cards because it is ultimately a deck building game. So here you go. Cards upon cards upon cards. You've got characters. I'll show you a card here, for example. So when you're building your deck to use during the sea phase, when you're moving your ship around, you'll have a card that looks like this, and you can see the grid on it. So, for instance, on this one, you spend 1 sail, and you can perform the extended maneuver as well, which not only lets you go up 1, but would let you go up 2 if you spent the sail. And then right down here, that's the benefit you would get. Not on this one, that's a starting deck, but maybe on another one? Maybe on another one. No, we don't see it here, but down here where you'll see the flag icon, it'll give you different benefits if you currently have that flag in your inventory. There's still more stuff in the box here, gang. We're getting places. 2 die. You're going to be using those. 2 dice. I don't know why I said 2 die. Here's the pieces, of course, for putting together the ship wheels. And then we got these little cannonballs. Now, they're not perfectly round, and thank goodness they're not, because they'd roll all over the table. They have a flat bottom so that they will just kind of sit, and, you know, this is... But there you go, in the round. And the reason why they're shaped like that is because every player will get a board like this. Now, this is where those wheels will go. And here's where your captain card will go. And then on the side here, as you collect cannonballs, you'll be putting them in these slots beside your cannon. Sorry, this actually goes this way. There we go. That makes more sense. And so you'll be loading up your cannon with cannonballs throughout the game. And then you'll be using those cannonballs, of course, to shoot your opponents and give them bad cards that they have to add to their deck. So there you go, guys. That is everything you get in Seas of Havoc, the Sea Monster Edition. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe. We'll have a review, an overview of the game after we've played it for a bit, but hoping to get to the table multiple times in the next couple days. But until next time, folks, thanks for watching. We'll talk again real soon. Goodbye.